Well, I just wanted to do a really short video. This is sort of about the statistical improbability of some things that happen out here. This is just a weird thing that's happened. Um, I've been hiking since Maine. I've found things along the trail that, like, I picked up and I used and I kept and that I needed. But at the time I found them, I thought maybe I'd just leave it at a shelter. But these were all things that I actually needed. And the weird thing is that they all are basically the same color. Like I find red, black, and white. This hat I found in New Jersey. I had already sent my other hat home, and you know, I mean, it's just weird to find that. Like I found a hat, okay, but I needed it because I didn't have one. It was chilly. If I hadn't have found it, I would have been uncomfortable. In North Carolina on Roan Knob, I found this lighter. At the time I found it, I thought it might be trash, but it works. I still have it. It still lights. Again, red, white, and black. And when I found it, I put it in my pocket. I didn't realize I had lost my only lighter. So if I hadn't have found this, I would have been up the creek in the snow in Roan Knob. Same, the color, right? So something I needed, I found on the trail. It's also red, white, and black. I found this Nalgene. It's an outdoor products, red, white, and black water container in Virginia before Burke's Garden. I I don't really know why, but I kept it. And 2 days later, one of my platypuses broke. It cracked, so I've kept it because I needed the extra water carrying capacity. But again, red, white, and black. At the time I found it, I didn't think I'd need it. I thought I'd leave it in a shelter. Okay. Then this is sort of the Kudu. Well, this is the big one. It was getting cold in Virginia, and I was gonna call somebody to send me my fleece jacket because I have a fleece jacket at home. But that same day, outside of Harrisburg, about 5 or 6 hours after I was saying, I really need my fleece coat, on the side of the trail was this extra large, perfectly fitting for me, extra large men's, extra large and tall, because I actually take an extra large, I'd be a tall jacket. I'm a tall guy. This fleece jacket from L.O. Bean, okay, red and black. There's some white, I guess, in there. You could be imaginative, but red and black. I've worn this with my Gore-Tex raincoat. This has kept me warm. If I hadn't have found this, I would have, been in some trouble because it was getting cold. This is right before the polar vortex. So again, necessary. But finding things that you need is one thing. But they're all like color coordinated. Okay. I get to Neal's Gap, and I've got my Merrill Chameleon 5 that I've worn for 1,000 miles. In the hiker box here were these pair of Vask trail runners that are actually size 13. On a whim yesterday, I tried them on. They fit perfectly. They fit me. They really do. I mean, I'm going to wear them out of here. But they're a size 13. I take an 11. I've looked online. This model, or this model of Vasks doesn't even appear to be continued. It's still like it's like an older model. They're barely worn. The cushioning is still in them. It looks like somebody threw them up on the tree in front of the outfitter, and they must have fallen to the ground. So somebody came here. They had these shoes. They didn't fit them right. They threw them up in the tree. They fell out of the tree. Somebody must have found them and said, "Oh, these aren't that bad," and they brought them in here and left them in the hiker box, totally at random, and they perfectly fit me. At the beginning of my hike, I was wearing a pair of Vask St. boots that didn't fit me. So now I'm finishing the trail in the same brand of shoes I started, And what's really weird is inside the shoes, when I found them over here at this hiker box, right here, they're right here on the side here. Those are women's boots, also Vask, that don't fit, that are really small. Inside, I shook out all the leaves. There was this little wrapper in there that's red and white, and there was a little it was like one of those olives, a black olive that was it was black. So there was red, white, and black in the trash inside the shoes. Now, I think it's a symptom of psychosis that you connect the dots too much. But the statistical improbability of finding things that you need randomly on the trail, and then to have them tied together in a way where they're like color coordinated, is really, I think, statistically improbable to the point of it being really unusual. And this is a very personal thing to me. I just wanted to point it out and document it in some way because it's just weird. Anyway,